Traders from around the world, welcome, and I hope you're having a great, fantastic, stupendous morning here on Thursday, the 25th of August. I'm making you this review and this video essentially because there's a lot of really good gaps today, and I want to show you how I will be planning to trade these and which ones I'll be watching right now. NVDA is first on the list. You do have two bullish candles gapping down, so this will be a gap and go. Bull candle, bull volume, people are trapped, you're below here. Very, very interesting style of gap for sure. Overall trend is bearish, no real moving average strength on NVIDIA. However, all that being said, the overall market is a little bit bullish today. So my expectation is that this is going to be a little bit more on the choppy side, and we probably do fade back up into, I'd say maybe 169 to 170, and then I'll be looking for a rollover. I'll keep an eye on NVIDIA, although it will have a potentially strong bearish gap because of the overall higher lows that are coming in here. I'll be watching essentially for some bullishness, so I won't be extremely bearish out the gate unless, of course, we break below this support at 165.5 and then really primarily this 164.5 as well. Keep in mind this double top here on the 15-minute chart does look nice. This is around 171.5, so we could trade back up into that price before we end up failing or going lower. There are a few other good gaps out there as well. Let's go look at SNO. And SNO is gapping up very nicely, 19%. Now, what's really interesting about SNO is there's no moving averages in the way on any real time frame. So these are your daily long-term averages. We're gapping nicely above those. The weekly chart, if I pull up the 10, 20, and 50, you're above the 10, 20, and you're below the 50. And then the monthly, the real only moving average that's even close to where we are is about the 10 EMA on a monthly chart. So my expectation is this is the 15-minute chart looks like. And if I drag this over, this is kind of what I drew last night. This is almost exactly what I think is going to happen, where we'll have a quick flash in the morning up until like low 193, 194, probably a pullback into 184 at some point, maybe a very fast lower shadow or something, a trade back up into 197 and a little bit of a later drop in the day. Again, all conjecture, but I do think that SNO is worth watching because of the gap, because of the open, and because it's taking out these pivots. Looks really interesting and intriguing to me. Tesla with the split, had a very nice shooting star yesterday and is gapping above the high of that shooting star. That's a really good bullish gap in my personal opinion. So I will be watching that. Keep in mind that there's some resistance here, and the 200 simple is going to be a very strong support to at least draw on your charts. So know where it's at, but this is a very great bullish gap on Tesla. Big fan. Here's the 15-minute chart. And again, you had some moves here, right? Because we are adjusting the price to 300 and some change at market. So I think a lot of people are going to be pretty excited about that. I will be watching Tesla, but here's your resistance. So if it breaks above the high of 305, that could be really nice. If it trades back down into 298, that could again also be a decent buying spot. But just make sure to watch where that 200 simple moving average is on the daily, which is right around here. So there's a support there. There's a resistance there, and just be watching these levels. And if you are watching for bulls, wait for a good close above resistance. And if you're watching for bears, make sure it closes below support. But this is a really good gap on Tesla. AMD is a little bit flat today, something too crazy there. But the Qs and the SPY are gapping above the highs of yesterday. This is also, in my opinion, a strong gap. I do think, and I've been calling for this gap down to fill because this otherwise would be an island reversal. And I don't think the markets want to fall that hard that quick. So we do really need to fill these gaps. And I think that's probably going to happen over the next 3 or 4 days. SPY opening above the highs. So anytime you're getting gaps above highs or lows, this is a strong thing. Now keep in mind, we still have quite a ways to go until market open, about an hour and, well, yeah, a while. So if it's opening above this resistance here on Amazon, if it's opening above the high, that could be a big deal. It could kind of come up in here and fill this gap. So make sure to watch that. Delta is opening above the previous highs. So that's nice on Delta. Again, it's always nice to get those gaps, and so is Pinterest. Pinterest is working on opening above the hive yesterday. I really look for those styles of gaps. That's what I get excited. That's when I'm carving out my day to be in front of the computer, to spend some time. Yesterday and the day before, there were no real gaps above previous highs or lows on really anything, which means I didn't take a day trade at all on Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday, absolutely slayed it, and today I expect nothing less. I'll give you guys all an update and keep you all posted, but make sure that you plan your trade ahead of time, know exactly what you want to do, and lose as small as possible. Team, I love you so much. Let's go have a great Thursday. Love you all. Bye.